everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see, how does your boss see you? And there were some real specific dynamics that came through, so if you choose a group and you feel like it doesn't resonate, feel free to choose another one. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Choose the one that really calls out to you. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so how does your boss see you? Okay, group number 1. So a very specific dynamic came through for this group. So if you don't feel like this resonates with you, feel free to choose another group. Okay, and with that being said, let's get started. Okay, group number 1, so you overall come across like the Queen of Swords, okay? So a very intelligent person who is no nonsense and likes to just get the job done, okay? You don't like to mess around. You just like to go in, do your job, do your thing, and then like leave, okay? I'm just getting somebody who's very focused and very driven. Well, how your boss is currently seeing you though is the Queen of Swords reversed. So that tells me that you guys are honestly, I'm getting like, you come across like you go into work and you really want nothing to do with the entire place. Okay, I'm just getting this real like fed up feeling. And honestly, what's coming through about that is it's almost like there's just this feeling of like resentment, okay? Like you guys might be short-staffed. There's just like too much work for one person. There's just something coming across as being unjust, especially with leading with the Queen of Swords, okay? Swords is all about like that justice, that fairness, and really, you know, getting down to the nitty-gritty about something. And with it reversed, that means that all the justice is gone, you know, like, and you are left having to deal with this is what I'm seeing. And given the last, 2 years, I mean, this completely makes sense, it's just been a lot on everybody. So I feel like at this point, you're kind of just trying to keep your head above water, So they really can tell that you're frustrated, you're fed up, and there's definitely this feeling of resentment coming from you guys. Okay, but I also kind of feel like like a lack of support on their end. So even though they're observing this, it's like not a lot's being done though. Okay, so, and with the Magician reversed, yeah, like you guys definitely, it's like, whereas maybe at one point, you were showing up, you were giving it your all, you were shining, whether this was really what you wanted to do in the long term or not, it's like, that's gone, okay? It's like, you're just there, buying your time, getting the job done, while kind of like, I'm just getting the feeling like, well, we'll get to that. Okay, so you guys might have also even had like a falling out with other coworkers or even your boss. Okay, I'm just getting like some kind of conflict going on between you and others. Could even be with you and yourself, like just you and everything. Like I really do feel like this whole situation just feels like a lose-lose to you with the 5 of Swords here, okay? And yeah, you might literally be getting headaches. Like he's holding his head there. It's just really standing out. As well as like the 5 of Pentacles. You could really be feeling like the brunt of this, even with others. Like you could feel like you are kind of outnumbered. Like maybe the rest of the crew is feeling, I don't know, like they don't see eye to eye with you on something. So it's kind of like now you're, it's like standing up for what, you feel isn't right. Has others even, not against you, but like, you're just not getting along. Like you're not, you feel kind of like isolated from the others is what I'm getting. All the while, I feel like, you guys are really kind of like, you might be on the job hunt. Okay, I'm just getting this feeling with the 9 of Cups here. There is some kind of interesting little like silver lining of hope for you, as well as the Queen of Cups. And this one in particular, she looks like she's really trying to manifest something. So I feel like you guys are like all about getting back to yourself and, like self-care and doing whatever it takes to really like unwind and heal and deal from your job, okay? And, you know, like I said, like maintain that peace, that serenity, that groundedness, your center, while manifesting what would be a match, because I definitely feel like you guys feel like this place is not a match for you anymore. Now, as far as your boss knowing this about you, I don't feel like they know that necessarily about you. Not on a conscious level. I feel like on a subconscious level, though, they probably figure, you know, eventually, like, you're going to end up somewhere else. Or maybe you have mentioned it to some people, okay? It's possible. But either way, what I'm getting overall, though, is your boss is aware that you're not happy at this job, okay? Like, it just... And you, like I said, like you might be, you know, getting into it with others just because of how miserable you feel while at this job, okay? And yeah, I mean, I see that. I feel like once, you know, this Queen of Cups and this Magician were upright and you guys were just like, whether it was your dream job or not, it was like, it was manageable, it was doable, you didn't mind it, you know, and you felt like, yeah, like, you know, the Queen of Wands is like a boss. You felt like a boss showing up, and the Magician's just over there doing his thing, you know, creating magic out of nothing. So it's kind of like you went from feeling like that to feeling like shut out from the whole place, okay? And it may have been because you called things out, and nobody else, like, the others might, like, be hush-hush, so they don't rock the boat and they don't lose their job. There's just something going on here where, like, you know, you being like the Queen of Swords, you're not going to stand for that. You know, you're going to speak out like she does when things aren't right. But the backlash is what I'm getting. I feel like there was backlash due to that with the Five of Swords and you feeling kind of isolated from everyone, you know. Either way, though, you know, you guys, your consciousness is elevated, you know. You guys are like, you know, I only stick with things for so long. Like I see that. Like you guys you've got a plan, I feel like. And if not, you will. You know, you might be job hunting. Like I said, like you're back to your meditations, back to getting back to yourself and manifesting what it is you want. But overall, though, I do feel like, you know, with the Eight of Cups here, you will be leaving this behind. At least that's what it shows with the current energy. And like I said, like on some level, I feel like your boss knows that. Like if things don't change... Like you're only going to put up with this for so long and then you're going to walk out eventually. Like when you get that new job. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so how does your boss see you? Okay. Group number 2, this is interesting. Okay, so right away what I'm seeing with you guys is definitely at the start of your job. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups, and then that's aligned with the Sun. So those are like the 2 happiest cards in the deck. So it's like initially your boss saw you guys being really happy at this job. Okay, just like beaming, you know, all full of light. Just everything about you seemed like, you know, like this job was such a match for you guys, okay? And just, yeah, I'm just getting like all smiles, like your face lit up, you know, this being contagious, and like your coworkers felt happier just being in your presence. And then it's kind of like something happened, okay? Maybe it's possible for some of you. You know, you either went through a breakup with the Knight of Cups reversed, or you might have even had like some kind of office romance going on. Okay, it's going to be different for all of you. Something happened, but that ended, okay, because I see it flipped. And it's kind of like with the wheel here, like things started to turn, okay? So whereas you went from like this happy-go-lucky, everything's rainbows and sunshine, you know, and right in the world, to all of a sudden, like your whole world got flipped upside down, okay? Yeah, and along with that, so I'm seeing with the Four of Swords, you know, that's somebody who feels like just kind of like overworked, and not resting enough and out of balance and just needing a break is what I'm getting. So I feel like they thought, you know, I feel like you guys, they do see you as great workers, you know, definitely productive, reliable. No matter what you go through, you always like have overall like this optimistic point of view, okay? Like you guys definitely come across as being mature enough that no matter what's going on, whether at work or in your personal life, where you're gonna keep like that sunny disposition, okay? And I feel like people love it. Like they love being around your presence, your energy. But, you know, I'm definitely seeing some kind of hardship though that you guys have gone through. I'm not even necessarily getting that this was recent or happening. This could even be in the past as well. But this is like the spectrum of what your boss has seen since you've been working for them. Okay, so either way though, like no matter what you guys have gone through, okay, with the 9 of fire, it's like you guys persevere. You don't quit. You don't give up. You know, you were still there at work. Although, hopefully, like this was flipped with the 4 of Swords and you guys did end up getting rest, because I feel like, you know, you guys, you're smart individuals. You know you can't work yourself to, you know, the point of complete exhaustion. Like you got to take care. You got to have that self-care, you know. Fill your cup and then you can help others fill their cup type deal. I know that. Like if you guys are on here, you're aware enough about that. So I feel like, you know, overall though, your boss definitely sees you as somebody who's strong, okay? Doesn't quit, doesn't give up. And honestly, that makes for an amazing worker. So it's almost like no matter what challenges came at you during work or outside of work, it was like you still did the job, you know? Like you put your all into things, group 2. But either way, I do see though that you guys got over this, okay? This might as well be upright. And I just see you back to being that person who comes in and you make work fun, honestly, okay? It's like getting back, once you felt like yourself again, it's like the Sun card reappeared. You know, you guys are that bright ray of sunshine for your coworkers and your boss, honestly, whether they ever like make a comment about it or not. And I'm just seeing like somebody, yes, you know, you've had ups and downs. And for some of you, it might not even have been a breakup. Like it might have been something else that went on in your life, or even, you know, anything to do with these past 2 years, you know. It's definitely been a roller coaster. So I just see that, you know, kind of like a progression. But like I said, nonetheless, you guys, you rise above though, and you come back stronger than ever, and they see that about you. Honestly, I feel like your boss is thankful to have you guys, okay? Yeah, and then like we end it with the 6 of Swords here. So that's definitely somebody who's gone through some kind of turmoil and they're healing and they're moving on, they're moving forward, okay? But either way, it doesn't matter. Like you guys, you've gone through that rocky storm, and like I said, you came back stronger and wiser, honestly. Honestly, group 2, you guys inspire people in the workplace is what I'm seeing. Just the way that you are, your attitude, your energy. And, you know, yes, you're a great worker, but most of all, I feel like it's really your attitude. It's contagious. Like, people love it. Like, you honestly are one of those individuals that proves that, you know, happiness is just a choice. So, okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye, guys. Group number 3, okay, so what does your boss think about you? Okay, so group number 3, right away we have that your boss, this is interesting, they see you as not being the fastest worker in the world with the Knight of Pentacles, but you guys are very deliberate, okay? You're very thorough people. You like to take your time, but everything you do it really well is what I'm seeing. So whenever I see the Knight of Pentacles, okay, it's definitely not the fastest moving card, but it's slow and deliberate, okay? Whereas the others they're quicker, but they're flightier, you know, and how thorough are they? You guys, though, you You do things to perfection. Okay, I'm definitely getting earth vibes with that, but you don't have to be. But either way, I'm seeing like it's kind of like slow and steady wins the race though, okay? You have such good work ethic and your boss recognizes that it, yes, you know, at times I feel like they want you to speed things up because they equal speed with productivity. But overall, I feel like, you know, they really love your work ethic, so it's like all good. Like it evens out in the end. Now that's going to go for some of you. For others of you, I'm actually getting that you are quick at what you do. So this is interesting, but it did initially come through that there's something that you guys do, even if you're quick, there's still something that you take more of your time on, that they wish that, almost like, you know, boss instinct, that you did everything quick, you know. Time equals money, right? Okay, but anyway, with the Seven of Pentacles reversed though, okay, yeah, that's where like I was getting that kind of impatient feeling, and I feel like that's more them. You guys might be kind of impatient too though, okay? I'm kind of getting like a bit of restlessness coming from both of you. And that could be like if you guys feel like this isn't your dream job, you know, and you might be working on other things. So it's kind of like you're just kind of like showing up, putting in your time, you know, making that money while you're kind of like focused on other things, I feel like. So yeah, there's a bit of restlessness as far as that goes. Either way though, you guys, you come across as being, you know, very true to yourselves with the Seven of Wands here. And okay, with the Seven of Wands and the King of Swords, you definitely come across like you show up to work to get the job done. You like to mind your own business. You're really not about drama. But I feel like the drama kind of finds you guys, which is interesting because you're really anti-drama is what's coming through. Yeah, that's the other thing though. You're also coming across like the King of Swords. So very intelligent, you know, naturally might be introverted, extroverted, depending on your mood. Very observant, very in your element, you know, kind of in your own world. And just like you liked, I feel like you guys like to be productive. Like it makes you feel good about yourself. But either way, like you guys, I feel like, you know, there could be a lot of chaos, a lot of fast movement around you. And you're just like with these two cards, like in your element, in your zone, you have a calm center, whether you're moving fast or not, whether everybody else wants you to move fast or not. It's kind of like you're just kind of doing your thing, almost oblivious to everyone else, I feel. Like there's an interesting calmness to you. Not to say here and there you don't kind of get loud or blunt. But like overall, I'm just getting like this person who's just kind of like so focused and doing their own thing that they don't really notice what everyone else is doing or care. You guys have people watching you though. I feel like because you're purposely not so like outwardly interested in everyone around you, that they're interestingly interested in you. Like you guys come across as being mysterious because you're not like the other coworkers that are like blah 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 blah, telling their whole life story, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like your boss might have checked out your social media as well with this card, okay? The Page of Swords, yeah, you know, that's the card that's like checking up on your social media. So you probably have coworkers and your boss checking up on you. Group 3. Okay, group 3, and you guys are always like the wild card group. Okay, so when the Three of Cups reversed, it looks like you guys and the Lovers. Okay, I'm getting a few different things coming through. For some of you, you might have had, like I said, you try to stay out of drama, but the drama finds you, and it's like you might have got sucked into some kind of drama. And like whoever you considered your friend at work or friends, there might have been a falling out. That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you romantically were involved with somebody at work and it ended. And you think, oh my goodness, should have stayed friends, right? And for others of you, your boss could have a thing for you with the Lovers here, okay? I'm just saying. That's for the smallest portion of you, but scandalous if it's true. Okay. And for others of you, I feel like, you know, it's just kind of like one of those things where somebody at your work is crushing on you and your boss is aware of it. Okay. But they don't necessarily have a thing for you. They're just aware of that. but the person who has a crush on you might be with somebody, okay? There's an interesting third party dynamic going on here. So yeah, group 3, take what resonates with that. I know I threw a lot at you, but you'll know which one resonates, okay? All in all though, group 3, your boss really does see you guys as being like independent. Like whether you have coworker friends or not, doesn't matter. Like you are very no nonsense. You're there to get the job done, and you're, you know, trying to stay out of drama, even if the drama finds you. You know, I feel like your coworkers find you intriguing. Your boss might, but your boss is very like much more professional than that. So I feel like they admire your work ethic. They admire your attention to detail, how thorough you are. You don't tend to cut corners. It's like you take it seriously. You're kind of old school in that way. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, having good work ethic can be old school, you know? All in all though, like, I feel like they really like your calm presence though. You know, you don't seem to get too frazzled, too caught up in any challenges that pop up at work. And you seem pretty good at like not keeping leaving your personal life at home, basically, not bringing that in with you. So I do feel like group 3, your boss takes you serious as a coworker. You know, you come across as very professional, is what I'm seeing. And it's almost like whether they like the way that you do things or not, because your energy is so like calm and sure, it's like they go with it. So that's interesting to see. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.